Do you hate tuning? I used to hate tuning. It was a pain in the butt. I couldn't figure out how to do it, but I've watched hours and hours of videos and trial and error and finally figured out how to tune these darn cars. So there's base tunings you can use for, say, rally or street, and there's just basic settings for all of them. And I finally figured out how to do this. I'm going to share that with you. This is my car. I'm going to start with this little old Datsun 510, which this is my favorite car in Forza Horizon 5, believe it or not. It's a Twinkie car people nobody really thinks about. When you tune it right, though, it really drives great. I have a street version, rally version. I own three of these actually, and I have them all tuned for reasons because I love them so much. I'm just going to show you real quick what we did for upgrades, real quick. The body that affects the handling for some reason. I don't know. Aerodynamics, who knows? All-wheel drive always on rally cars. This again, depending on which we're doing an A tuning, you can adjust this how you see fit. I use this particular one here. This is just if you're going to do the same car along with me. And here we have. Okay, now with a rally car, I don't do more than 7 or 8 speed. You don't really want a lot of, like 10 speed is just ridiculous for a rally car. You're never going to get up in the higher range. So do 7 or 8 speed. You just want the gear ratio tuning, basically the speed to acceleration slider. That's all you need. So basically either of these will work fine. I always do the drive line because it's a little boost you'll see on like launch. And the diff, of course, you want an off-road or rally diff, depending on what they give you. Sometimes they give you one that says rally diff. I'm going to do off-road because I'm going off-road. This, let's see, braking. If you can do brakes, great. If you need the PI for something else, you want to speed something up, you can always do at least the first one to get a little bit braking here. This opens up braking for brake tuning, which I will show you. It's this particular car. Of course, you want rally springs, and you always want both the row bars. We did do the row bars inside here. And of course, this one, remove the front bumper. You know, there's no downforce tuning in this, but there is in the back. So do the rear wing in the back. Tires, very important. This, we're going with rally tires. Rally tires use more PI. Off-road you can do as well if you want to try to get a little more speed. You can see the difference here, 786 to 800. I'm going to do this one for mixed surfaces though, so I'm staying with the rally tire compound. And these, up them if you can. I have this boosted all the way for traction. Same with this, I have it boosted all the way. I love when they give you a lot of options like that because it helps with the handling. And these, pretty much to see, got it to go to 8800 basically. Let's see where I have them set here. If you want to copy my settings, I didn't do anything there. Didn't do anything there. I did that one with the cams and valves. Didn't do anything in the exhaust. Didn't do anything there. There. I'm just going through them real quick to show you what I did. Tires, you're probably gonna, if you do the rally, you're probably gonna lower them. This is already lowered here. I think they were like 26 or something like that too. But you want to tire pressure again. The lower this is, the stickier it'll be. You can adjust that. I used to do my front actually a little higher than my back because I like the front to have a little bit of agility, basically, for turning and stuff. So we do this at 23 and 24, basically. Off-road tires would be much lower. They'd be like 15 and 16. But the rally tires are good around here as a base. 168.1 is the top speed here. Now you'll see if you move this towards acceleration, that number will change, see 167. If you move it this way, 167.2. So you can see how it moves. You want to get it to its highest. You're going to move it back and forth to see where it is. 168.1 is the highest here. I usually don't mess with this too much unless it's really wacky, if they're really far out or something. This, you want to do your alignment, your camber at -5 and -5 for the front and rear, and 1 and 1 for the toe out. You want your front caster between 6 and 7, so 6.5 is really good. It's right in the middle there. If you got all those, we can move on to oriente roll. You want this, you probably have to lighten this. I've already done this, so I'll just get through it quicker. The front 22 and the rear at 16. If you're not getting enough turn in, you can up this rear to 18 if it's like not turning enough for you. And it's a good way to do it without having to use the arrow, because the arrow will slow you down, whereas this really won't. Just jack it up a little bit in the rear. You need to. The springs, 344 and 338. You can write all these down as I'm going through them and keep it on a notebook just so you can always refer back to it. That's what I have in my notebook. I have this stuff written down here. Ride height's a little strange. Now, we're doing a rally car, so you want enough clearance. You want your clearance to be between 6 and 8 inches usually, if you can. A little higher in the front, as you can see, will get that speed. What you watch, I'll just crank this up. It'll go up to 168.1 and goes to 168.4. So I like mine to be kind of rounded up here. Let's see, 168.1, 168 even there. It's like a half inch higher in the front. So the front's not too weird there. It's the way the car brakes and stops and bounces, and all that has to do with that. So that's why you get the front a little higher than the back. Dampening, 8.8, 7.2, 1.8 to 1.5. That's what you want for these settings here. And you got that. And then we're going to go into aero. We didn't have anything for the front, but usually I leave this and just make tiny adjustments if I'm not getting enough turning in or something. It's like the higher these up, the more it's going to slow the car down. So you have to remember that. So usually once you have the wings on there, you don't need to really do much to them. I only do aero if the car is A or above. You really don't need it for C or D class cars. The slower cars, you don't really need them. Worry about it too much. They're not going fast enough. Braking, we did do brakes. 52, I balance a little more in the front, and then the rear, we do 105 braking force to give a little more. You can do this as you like. This is a good setup for me. I don't like touching you barely have to touch the brakes, and it stops them pretty good. If you don't have the setting, you don't have to worry about it. Differential, you want the front 65 and the rear to be 0. 78 on the rear here, and 83 there. And a center balance you want between 60 and 70. 60 is really good, and again we have fatter tires in the back, so 60 is really good for that. That is your basic tuning setup. This will work for most rally cars. Biggest difference being whether you choose the rally tires or the off-road tires. Those are going to change the tire gauge of how much inflation they are and how much grip you get. This is a mixed surface tuning. And again, my tunings are for handling, not top speed entirely, because a lot of people will download tunes for top speed, and it's just kind of ridiculous to tune for top speed, because if you don't have good handling on the turns, you're just going to slide off the track, and it's just really going to be pointless. Don't do top speed. Very few races you actually do top speed. People do it for everything. It's like, what's the fastest it can go? Unless you're doing drag strip. That's the only thing that you would use top speed for. It's how fast you go around the turns that's important. Is this a classic rally car? I'm not even sure what this car is. I have to do a anything goes. I don't remember what this car is. If you like any of want to use my tunes and you don't want to tune at all, follow me, Secret Zoo 123. If you like my paint job on that car, the paint job on this car is actually a reproduction of when they first introduced the car. It was the magazine. It was the first paint job they did it with the 45. I'll show you again when I go into here. My races, again, Secret Zoo 123. If I remember to put the tune codes in there for the paint job. See that paint job? It's basically reproduction. It didn't have the Yokohama on there. I just thought you needed some sponsor on there. But the 45 and all that is an exact copy of the original car when it came out. I love the Datsun 510, my favorite car. I also have a street tune for this if you want to try that. I'm going to start this race here. I don't even remember what the settings are. I think this is above average. Let's try it out. really grippy. See, I'm already got a good head start on everybody here. I think this is above average. Woo! Yeah, this thing drives nice. A little here, a little too fast in that turn. It'll turn a little on the pink. You don't want red, of course. Whoa! Test track here. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me, excuse me. Are you in my way? Anyway, that's it. I'm going to finish this race. You can finish the video or not. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to have more videos coming your way. Just started my channel. Woo! Probably cut a lot of this out so you can see the end of this because it's just really cheap. Here we go. At the end, we have a jump. Woo! And I won. I won.